Okay, good evening all. Welcome you to this advanced Excel class. Today we are going to do conditional formatting. We are going to see how conditional formatting can be used to uh, work effectively to make our work life easy. So I am sharing my screen now, and on my screen you will see a Excel file. On that Excel, we are going to try some of the conditional formatting, and I hope how many of you have used conditional formatting in your work? You can just reply in the chat box if you have ever used conditional formatting for your work. If you have used conditional formatting, you can reply with the chat in the chat box with a yes. And now I'm sharing my screen. Yes. So Neeraj says yes. Ankit says no. Okay. I want everyone to reply in the chat box so that we can have this interactive session. I hope my screen is visible now. No. Okay, fine. So many people are new to this concept of conditional formatting. So I will first explain you what is conditional formatting. I will use both the languages, Hindi and English, so that people can understand it well. So what is conditional formatting? So if we split the two words, so I'm just typing the word over here. Conditional and formatting. First, I'll talk about this word formatting. So formatting means when you are changing the uh, content, the design of any cell, like you're making it bold, you're making it italic, you're making it underline, you're changing the color. That is basically called as formatting. So I've just bold this text. Now I press Control I and it has become italic. When I press Control U, it has now got a underline. If I want to change the color, now how do people use Excel? They use it with the mouse. In my class, in my sessions, I promote using keyboard most as compared to the mouse, because when you're using keyboard to work on your Excel, your work becomes very fast. And once you are used to use the shortcut keys, you will never touch mouse. You will not be required to touch mouse, uh, even for a simple thing. So with this, I will now show you some shortcut keys also, and we will see how we can change the color of the formatting word over here. So I'm just pressing Alt on my screen. So when I press Alt, you will see that all the shortcut keys have highlighted now. So under Home, there are different tabs: Home, Quick Tools, Insert, Draw, Page Layout. I'm using Excel 365. So in this, I press H key now. So now we are into the Home tab. My Home tab is active now. So what I want to do is I want to change the color of the font. Now, those who have been attending my class and those who have attended the shortcut keys, can you answer what would be the shortcut key to change the color of the font? Yes, come on, everyone. What is the shortcut key to change the font color?
FC.
FC, very good. So FC, so I will press FC now. So as I press FC, you will see that the drop down, you will see that the color box has opened. And I'm not touching my mouse. You can see my hands. I'm not touching my mouse. So I'm using this keyboard. I'm using this keyboard. And now what I will do is I will use the arrow key to move down. And I want maybe this orange color I want. So this is how we have changed the color without touching the mouse. Now I want to put a background color to it. Okay, so how do I do it? Alt H again. I'm in the Home tab. Now again, can you try? What is the shortcut key that I need to press? If I have to highlight, I have to put a background color behind formatting.
H.
H.
H. So now people are getting it. How do you use the shortcut keys? And even if you don't remember it, you can just see on the screen and you can find out. Okay. So I think with this, okay, I'm just putting a blue color and now I will change the font color to white. Alt H, FC, sorry. Alt HFC, and I will just select the white color. Okay, so this is called as formatting. What we have done is we have just formatted the cell. Now I want this formatting to come in the center of the cell. Now how do I bring it into center? I want to bring formatting into the center of the cell. It is left aligned. I want to change the alignment. So Alt H, again I am into the home tab. Alt H, I'm into the home tab. And now, can you help me, anyone? How do I?
AC.
AC.
AC, very good. So AC, alignment, we are changing. See, in Excel, one thing, how you should learn Excel. So you should know what you want to do with the thing. Like whatever you want to do, first you imagine that in your mind, that what I want to do. What is the end result that I want? I wanted this text in center. Okay. Then I need to check what is this called in Excel. So it is called as alignment. So what you need to do is, so if I'm using my mouse now, so I'll go to home tab. In the home tab, there are different sections like undo, clipboard, font, alignment. In this alignment, I want this. So there are three rows which you can see, and there are some buttons over here. So this is basically alignment towards the middle, top, bottom. Okay. And this is left, center, and right. So when the beauty of Excel is that when you put your cursor on any of the buttons or commands, you get to see the prompt. So center your content. So we have just used this. So if I have to use the shortcut key, Alt H, I press, and you will see that AC is the shortcut key that we need to press. So when I press AC, it will bring to, now from center, it has moved to left. Again, Alt H, AC. Yeah. So with a click of a button, we have done this. So this is all about formatting. Now I come to the word conditional. So condition means what? What is a condition? How do you define a condition?
Some parameters are to be.
Some parameters, okay, some bases or some parameters, okay, fine. Now if I have to specify any condition, and on fulfilling that condition, the formatting should be done based on that condition. Okay, so suppose there is a word written salary over here, okay, or there is a word written business over here in this sheet, and I want to highlight all the places where the word business is there. I want to change the color. I want to highlight the word business. Okay. Now, if I have to do it manually, how will I do it? I will just look for where the business is there. So is there any business over here? Yes, it is there. What I want to do is I want to highlight it. Okay. That means I want to put a background color. So I will go to this tab, and I will just select a background color. Maybe I want to put this color. Okay. So this is one place. Then I will just check in this column. So there is business again. I will do this, and I see all the businesses over there. So I'm smart enough. What I can do is I can just click on the shift key, and I can just select the arrow key, and then I can put the paint over there, the highlight button over there. Okay. So now I have highlighted all the businesses from here. Now I want to give a different color to house property. I want to give a different color to salary and other sources. So do you think if I do it manually, it will make any sense?
No.
No. So how do we do it? How do we customize it? How can we bring a method उससे जिससे कि this will become automatic? Okay. So from here, I'm going to explain the things in Hindi. ठीक है. So फॉर्मेटिंग हमने देखा. फॉर्मेटिंग से हम क्या करते हैं? बोल्ड करते हैं, इटैलिक करते हैं, कलर चेंज कर सकते हैं, अंडरलाइन कर सकते हैं वर्ड्स को. ये सब फॉर्मेटिंग का पार्ट है. जब हम कंडीशनल वर्ड की बात करते हैं, कंडीशन वर्ड की, तो कंडीशन का मतलब होता है कि आपने उसको कोई कंडीशन दे दी है. ठीक है. जैसे मैंने कहा कि इस शीट में जहां जहां पे भी बिजनेस वर्ड लिखा हुआ है, वो बिजनेस वर्ड हाईलाइट हो जाना चाहिए. तो ये हमने फॉर्मेटिंग करी है मैन्युअली. अभी जो हमने किया, हम बिजनेस पे गए और हमने जाके इसको अलग अलग कलर, इसका फॉन्ट बैकग्राउंड चेंज कर दिया. ठीक है. अब मैं चाहता हूँ कि जहाँ पे बिजनेस है वो सब बोल्ड हो जाए. ठीक है. सारे बिजनेस बोल्ड हो जाए. तो मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा? मैन्युअली आई हैव टू बोल्ड इट. ठीक है. ये तो एक ही रो में था, तो पॉसिबल हो गया था. ठीक है. अब जैसे मान लीजिए कैपिटल गेन की बात करिए, कोई भी अदर वर्ड यहाँ से उठा लें, इंडिविजुअल वर्ड है, अलग अलग जगह पे है. अब मैं कैसे हाईलाइट करूंगा इसको? So that is called as conditional formatting. That is what we are going to understand in this lecture. इस पूरे सेशन में हम लोग वही सीखना चाह रहे हैं, सीखेंगे कि कैसे कंडीशनल फॉर्मेटिंग यूज होती है. तो सबसे पहली चीज ये है, before we start with conditional formatting, we need to find out where do we find this option of conditional formatting. So in the home tab, this is the home tab, which is the active tab. I'll just put a data tab. There's a data tab which have different commands. Even the formulas will have different commands. So first you need to go to come to the data tab. It has different divisions. So in the styles, you will see this conditional formatting. It is the most important tool in Excel. And you will see the power of conditional formatting in next 15 to 20 minutes. So just concentrate here and you are going to learn a very good skill today in Excel. That is conditional formatting. Okay. Now, there is a drop down over here. So when I click on conditional formatting, it is giving me different options. Okay. So I will just read out the different options and then I'll explain you what does these options mean. Okay. तो सबसे पहला जो option है, that is highlight cell rules. Okay. So when I read this heading, highlight cell rules, that means what it is going to do, it is going to highlight some of the cells. It is going to highlight some of the cells. Okay, based on some rules. That is why we are saying it is conditional formatting, because we are going to format the data based on certain conditions. Okay, now what would be that condition? We will define. Who are we? We are the user. So user will put his own condition, and based on the condition that the user give, the formatting will be done. I hope everyone is clear with what is conditional formatting.
Yes,
कंडीशनल
sir.
फॉर्मेटिंग क्या होती है, आई थिंक ये तो सबको समझ में आ गया होगा अभी तक. अब कैसे करते हैं, वी आर गोइंग टू मूव टू दिस नाउ. हाउ डू वी डू कंडीशनल फॉर्मेटिंग? सो एज आई टोल्ड यू दैट यू नीड टू come to the home tab. In the home tab, in the style section, you will get this conditional formatting. The first option is highlight cells rule, and you are getting different options when you go to this arrow. Okay, so that is greater than, less than, between. Okay, equal to. So first four are relating to what? Can you tell me?
Numbers.
Numbers. Very good. Perfect. Perfect. So first four are relating to numbers. That means whenever I have a data which is filled of numbers and I want to highlight some of the numbers, maybe more than 100 or 200 or something like that, then I can use these four series. Okay. What about the fifth one? Text that contains. Okay, now we have written so many texts in this sheet. I want to highlight only the text which has capital, the word capital. So I can go to this text cat contains and I can type the word contains and it will highlight all the cells which are having that particular word. A date occurring. So if I have a data where there are multiple dates and I want to find out the date, the sales for a particular week, let's say I want to find out a sales for Diwali week. So in the Diwali, how much sales we did. So we want to highlight only those sales which are having the dates of maybe 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th. So I can put that dates. And this is the most important thing, that is duplicate values. So today we are going to discuss all these first condition, that is highlight cells rule. And I'm going to show you how you can use your conditional formatting. Okay. So those who have used it earlier, they will find something interesting today. And I can see a hand raise in the chat box. Is it by mistake or you want to ask something?
Yes, sir. सर कंडीशनल फॉर्मेटिंग में जो टेक्स्ट वाला था एक बार वापस एक्सप्लेन कर दीजिए.
हाँ, मैं कर देता हूँ. मैं अभी आपको वापस सारा ही दोबारा से बताने वाला हूँ. So highlight cells rule, first four are relating to numbers. Okay, and then it is text that contains. Okay, so first, since this sheet is having only text as of now, so we are going to take the text functions first and then I will create one more sheet and I will generate some random numbers. Okay, now how do you generate a random number in Excel? Anyone knows that formula or function? How do you generate random numbers in Excel? I'm just waiting for 10 seconds. And if I do not get any answer, I will just tell you the answer. So
Equal to random function.
rand between. This is the formula, rand between. Okay. So just concentrate here. I will be recording this session. It will be put on YouTube because it is a live open session for all. So just concentrate on what I'm doing. Like instead of just copying and writing, you can carry a notebook and you can write it all down, or you can just see this lecture afterwards and just see what I've done. But rand between is the command where you can generate random number. So I want to generate random number between 1 and 100 and 1000. So I have got one number 389. Now I want to copy paste this number to the entire range like this. Okay. Now what I'm doing is I have not copied this number. Okay. So the basic thing that you do is Control C and Control V. That is all what we know. Everyone in the meeting, present in the meeting, would be knowing Control C and Control V. Am I right? इतना तो
Yes.
सबको ही आता है, Control C, Control V. But today you are going to learn something new. So I'm pressing a key and I press the key. Okay. And from the row number, you can say the row number B2 to B10, we have got this number. Okay. Now in my Excel, do you find something weird? In my Excel screen, on my Excel screen, is there something which is weird, which is not there in your Excel? Come on. If you are really using Excel daily, then you should answer this quickly. What is weird in my Excel? What is something which is different, which is not very pleasing to the eye? ऐसा क्या है जो Excel में कुछ तो गड़बड़ है यहाँ पर?
The select row and column many, but the number are coming only first row.
नहीं. I'm not talking about the function. I'm just talking about the structure of Excel. Excel जो आप देखते हो, बहुत बेसिक सी चीज है. एक सेल एड्रेस कैसे निकालते हो बताओ. अभी if I ask you which cell I am at, can you tell me the cell address?
R6.
R6C6.
R6C6. आपकी एक्सेल में भी है ऊपर की तरफ जो आपको दिख रहा है. Do you see the numbers on your screen 1 2 3 4 5 6 like this, or there are some alphabets written over here?
Alphabets.
The alphabets A, B,
So
C, D.
how the hell I'm getting numbers here? मुझे numbers कैसे आ रहे हैं in my Excel? Why I'm not getting this alphabets? Tell me. See, we'll go to options. I just change it. So I have selected the reference as a row and column. I will just change it to normal references, and I will also start getting this because I'll be referring to the cell address multiple times. So here in the formulas, in the option menu, file menu, you will get this option menu. In the option menu, in the formulas, you will see R1 C1 reference style. Okay, so R1 C1 means row and column. R1 C1. So I just uncheck this and I'll say okay. And now what do you see? Do you see any change?
Same
ABC
like us.
instead of 1, 2.
Yeah, same like yours. Now we are same. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm just selecting this and I'm just sorry, I just selected the entire Excel. And for the matter, how many rows are there in Excel? So there are 10,48,756 rows. Yeah. And how many columns are there? XFD. So if you want to find out the how many columns are there, this is the row number that you see, and you will see the column also XFD. But when you convert this into your what do you say, cell reference that we did, we will be able to see the exact column number also. Okay, this was not a part of this conditional formatting, but I am like that only. So if something strikes in my head, I just disclose that also. Okay, so I'm just putting a checkbox again, and you will see that 16,384 columns are there in Excel, and 10,48,756 rows are there in Excel. Okay, so again, coming back to where we were, conditional formatting for which you are here. So I'm just changing it to the bringing it normal again. So yeah. See, I wanted to show you what things that you can explore in Excel. What are the different things? So what key I pressed which helped me generate the random numbers from column B2 to cell J2? Anyone who can give me an answer?
Control D.
No, not Control D. Control D I pressed now. Now I have pressed Control D. So what does Control D does? Control D copies the content from the previous cell to the down cell. And Control R copies the content of the cell towards the right.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. So first I just typed a formula over here, ran between. And then I typed, I selected the cell, entire cell like this. Then I press Control R. And then I selected the rows like this, and then I press Control T, and this is how I'm generating. So whenever you do anything, these random numbers keeps on changing. Okay, so we want them to be constant and static, and we don't want these random number to change. So what I'll do is I'm just setting up the data so that we can do conditional formatting. And now just in a matter of minutes, I'll be starting with the conditional formatting basics. Okay, so I'll just copy this. Okay, and all
Paste spatial
paste
variables.
spatial, yeah. So what is the shortcut key? Alt HVT we can do. Wait. Or what you can do is you can go to paste spatial and you can use this values.
Values.
Yeah, values. So sorry. I can just right click on this and I can say spatial and values. Now you will see, yeah, there is no formula now. There is no formula. We had used the formula rand between to generate these numbers, but once I've copied and pasted it in the format, which is paste spatial using values, now I see only numbers and there's no formula here now. Okay, now I'm going to show you how can you use conditional formatting. So whenever you have to use conditional formatting, the step number 1 is to select the data. Okay, and what is the shortcut key to select the entire data?
Control A.
Control A, very good. Control A will select the data which is in the range. Okay, now many people don't know this. I will tell you. Suppose I put some number over here and I put some number over here. Okay, and now I press Control A. Do you think that 936 and 451 will get selected if I press Control A?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
No.
No.
You're wrong. When I am in this range and I'm pressing Control A, you will see that only the data which is adjacent, which is near to that cell, they are getting selected, but this 936 is not getting selected. This 451 is not getting selected. Now what I'll do is I am coming here and I'm pressing Control A. What do you see? Control A selects only the particular column, the values in the column. Yeah. Now I come here and I press Control A. What do you see? So we think that we know Excel, but how deep it is, you will understand when the class will get over. Okay. So if I come here and I press Control A, now also this Control A, this is selecting this one cell, only this one cell. Okay. So what is the way to select the entire data? Come on. I press Control A twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times. I'm not able to select the entire data. Hello? Anyone
Yes, sir.
with this answer?
No. No. No.
No. Okay. So the thing is, what you need to do is you need to use the Shift, Control, and the arrow keys. Shift, Control, and the arrow key. So when you use Shift and you move towards the right, towards the arrow with the arrow key, it will select all the cells. And Control up you can use, Control Shift up you can use to move towards the up. Okay. Yeah, so what I will do is for the ease of convenience, I'll put one more number over here towards the end. Now, if I do Control plus Control Shift and arrow key, that will help me in selecting the entire data. Okay, I'll put some data over here also. Control, shift and right arrow and top arrow. Okay, now I've selected the entire data which is there. Now, basically we are coming to conditional formatting and I'm going to explain you all these rules one by one. So first thing is highlight cell rules greater than. Tell me one number, any number which is between 100 and 1000.
350.
350. Okay, so now what do you see is that all the numbers which is above 350, because you have selected, am I not audible? I think I'm audible to all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So Hamida Khatun, I think there is some problem at your end. So you can just check it. Yeah. So now you will see that I put 350 and all the numbers which are more than 350 are highlighted with a yellow dark fill. Okay. Now I am changing it to 900. And you will see that all the numbers which are more than, which are higher, which are greater than 900 are getting selected. Now I do 9. So all the numbers are more than 9 because we have put 100. And if I put 110, again, if I put 200, you will see the sum of the cells are now not highlighted because they are not greater than 200. Even the 200 is not getting highlighted because it is greater than and not equal to. Okay. So this is the first rule that we did. Again, I will just select this. I just clicked it and now it selected the entire data. Okay. Now what we can do is we can name this range. Okay. We can name this range. And how do we name a range? My students will answer. Which tab I need to go to name a range?
Formula.
Formula.
Very good, Shweta. Very good. Formula. And you go to define names. In the define name, you will define a name. And we will say this is our range. Or we can say numbers. Okay. Numbers or okay. Now on this name box, this is called as the name box, you will not see the area. You will not see the this thing, the entire area, but you will get this thing. Now I want to select the name number. So I'll just say numbers and now see the magic. I just type is equals to numbers and all my numbers are getting
Select.
Yeah. So these are some tricks which can be unknown to people. Okay. So I'm just removing it now. And again, I'm just pressing Control A. Or again, I have to select this entire data. Or I can just click over here. What if I click over here, it will select all the rows and columns. So that I don't want. What I want is I want to select the data only. Okay, I will just remove these two columns, rows which are empty. And now, yeah. So I just showed you how you can highlight the greater than data. Then again, we'll go to home tab, conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, less than. Similarly, it will work for less than also. So suppose I put 200. So all the numbers which are less than 200 are getting highlighted. Okay, and you can select the different combinations. You can custom format also. Now, what do you mean by custom format? Custom format means that you decide the format. Okay, you want to decide the format. So I want that all the numbers which are less than 200 should be highlighted with bold and italic format. And the color should also change to blue. Okay, so yeah. Now you will see that all the numbers which are less than 200 are blue in color. And just to show you this, what I will do is I will just put some background color over here. Okay, so in this yellow, you can see that these are less than 200 numbers which are in blue. Okay, now we will do conditional formatting again. And between, if I want to find any number between, let's say 500 and 750, then all the numbers which are between this 500 to 750 limit, they are getting highlighted. Okay. Now, how to use this and when this is used, it depends on the condition. आप कुछ ऑफिस में काम कर रहे हैं और आपको कुछ ईयर्स की सेल आइडेंटिफाई करनी है जो कि 1 लाख से 2 लाख के बीच में है, या कुछ भी डेटा हो सकता है जो आपको एनालाइज करना है, वेर यू कैन यूज दैट. और यू वांट टू फाइंड आउट द एग्जैक्ट नंबर 600, तो आपने वो सिलेक्ट कर लिया, बट यहाँ पे कुछ है नहीं. आई विल सिलेक्ट 520 and there are two numbers which are 520. Suppose you want a red border, so you'll get a red border also. You want a red text, so these will appear in red. Okay, so these are the different formatting options which you get in conditional formatting. Okay, so these were the simpler ones, nothing much great in this. Okay, now text that contains. Now coming to this. Okay, so I'll move to this sheet because this is having, we will just rename it to numbers. Okay, how do I migrate from one sheet to another sheet without
Tab.
actually touching the mouse?
Control tab.
Control
Tab.
Control tab. No,
Page down up.
correct. Control page up and page down. Yeah. And how do I rename this sheet 1?
F2.
F2. F2 will make the cell active. F2. I want to rename this sheet 1 to text. How do I do this without using the mouse? Anyone? नहीं मालूम?
नहीं.
Okay, it's a homework.
Alt HOR.
Okay, Alt HOR. Yes, very good. Now, how do she know? Okay, Alt H is the home tab. Okay, we are in the home tab. Now, if I press O, can you see O somewhere? Where is O? 10. O is in cells. I have moved to cells now. Okay, and in the cell there are three options. There are three options in this cell. Okay, Alt H. And you will see that ZC and O also works the same way. So we are into the format cell options now. This is divided into three parts: cell size, visibility, organize sheets. In the organize sheet, there is a word R written over here. So that is rename tab. And I will say text. So I have just renamed the sheets to text and numbers. Okay. Now what I want is I want to highlight all the words which are having salary. Okay, I want to highlight all the places, all the cells which has salary. Okay, so how do I do it? Alt H. I will use the shortcut key now to reach to conditional formatting. So what is the shortcut key now? After Alt H, what should I press?
L.
L.
L. Very good. L. And then again, what shortcut key next I should press? The first one?
H.
H. Okay, H. And now what should I press next?
T.
T, because I want to go to text that contains. Correct. Everyone is following it now. Very good. Now what word I want to highlight? Salary. So I will just type salary. Okay. And how do I want to format it? I want to have a green filled with dark green color. Okay. And okay. Do you see the salary word highlighted, getting highlighted?
No.
No. Why no? What was the mistake that we did? We did not realize that
The
we are.
color.
Huh?
Not selected color.
Exactly. First step in conditional formatting is, I told you, is to select the data where you want to apply the conditional formatting. ये पहला स्टेप है, ये भूलना नहीं है बिल्कुल भी कि सबसे पहले हमें डेटा सेलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा. जितना भी जगह पे डेटा है उन सबको सेलेक्ट करेंगे, उसके बाद ही कंडीशनल फॉर्मेटिंग काम करेगा. ओके, Alt H O. Sorry, we're not renaming it. Alt HL. Alt HL will open the conditional formatting tab. Alt HL. And then we will say T. Oh, sorry, H again. And then T.
H.
Yeah.
T.
Now I want to write salary. Now, when I type salary, you are seeing that all the salaries have become pinky. Salary has become pinky. I want to make them greeny. Now they have become greeny. Okay, so this was with salary. अब हम क्या चाहते हैं? हम चाहते हैं कि जहां पे भी कैपिटल गेन्स हो वो गेन्स अलग से हाईलाइट हो जाए. Wherever I've written capital gain, that should be highlighted with a different color. So Alt HL HT, and I will write capital.
So this is case sensitive whatever is
Doesn't matter. Yeah, case
doesn't matter.
sensitive and all. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So whether if I type in small letters or big letters, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So suppose I type gain over here in the small cap, small font, or suppose I type company. So you will see that the company is getting highlighted. Okay,
Yes.
so if I type AOI, again this is getting highlighted. So it doesn't matter like whether it is a small caps or large caps. Okay. So this I want with a red text, capital gains. Okay, so this is how you can highlight the text. Okay. Now, what more we can do with conditional formatting? This is a very basic class. This is an introductory class for those who are doing it for the first time. So I am going very basic. ठीक है, हो सकता है कई लोगों को लगे अरे ये इसको बेसिक बोलते हैं, ये तो एडवांस लेवल है. But this is for me I consider it as basic. You might consider it at advanced. It depends on what stage of Excel knowledge you are having. ठीक है, अभी हम लोग यहाँ पे थे, हमने ये देखा ग्रेटर देन, लेस देन देखा, बिटवीन देखा, इक्वल टू देखा, इक्वल टू भी देखा, यस, टेक्स्ट दैट कंटेन्स भी देखा, और अब हम देखते हैं डेट अकरिंग. सो फॉर डेट अकरिंग आई शुड हैव अ डेट. ठीक है, बिफोर दैट आई विल कम टू डुप्लीकेट वैल्यूज. So you have got a data which has got duplicate value and you want to highlight कि भाई एक ही चीज बार बार कहाँ कहाँ रिपीट हो रही है. ठीक है, तो आप यहाँ पे सेलेक्ट कर सकते हैं डुप्लीकेट और यूनिक. सो इफ यू वांट टू फाइंड आउट द यूनिक वैल्यूज, सो यू कैन सेलेक्ट यूनिक. यूनिक का मतलब क्या होता है?
Single appearance.
Single appearance. Yes. So now if I say okay, all those things which are appearing, all those alphabets, all those numbers, all those text which is appearing for a single time in this sheet, they are highlighted with pink background and a dark pink color. Okay. If I do want to do reverse, suppose in this numbers, I want to find out the duplicate values. I want to find out the duplicate values. So what I need to do is I need to just select the data, entire data again. Okay. And Alt H, L, H and D. Okay. And these are the duplicate numbers. So simple it is, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. So Alt H, L. And what is remaining now is only one thing, which is date occurring. ओके, बाकी चीजें हमने देख ली हैं, उसके अलावा भी बहुत कुछ है, लेकिन आज आपको मैंने जो बता रहा हूं मैं अभी, इट्स ऑलमोस्ट 9:30 वी हैड स्टार्टेड, ऑलमोस्ट 40 मिनट्स, 40 मिनट्स की क्लास में वी हैव जस्ट सीन सो मेनी थिंग्स. ठीक है, जो चीजें नहीं थी प्लान ऑफ द सेशन वो भी मैंने आपको बता दी है. ठीक है, बट नाउ वी आर मूविंग टू डेट अकरिंग. Okay, so for that I will just open another Excel, or maybe we'll insert one more sheet over here and I will put some data with dates. Okay, by the time I'm putting this, creating this Excel, I just want a feedback from you all, how you're finding this session. Those who are attending for the first time, is it going good? Okay, you can reply with a yes in the chat box, or maybe if it is fast, you can write fast, or it is slow, you can write slow, or if it is perfect, you can write okay, fine. I need some feedback from you. Those who are attending for the first time, those who are my regular student, they can also write down. So I'm just putting some dates over here. So 1, 4, and one more date, we'll put today's date. That is 3rd of 11/2022. Okay, now you can see that there is one date which is just going outside this border. How do I increase the width of this column? How do I increase the width of this column?
Alt H-O
Alt H-O.
AC.
AC. Why the sound is echoing? No. Alt H-O. यहाँ तक सब कुछ ठीक है, उसके बाद I दबाना है आपको. ठीक है. So when you press Alt H O, it opens the format cell. ठीक है. In the format cell, you have this option auto fit column width I. So when I press I, you will see that it is fitting the width, but we need to correct this. Okay. How do I select the entire column? What is the shortcut key to select the entire column?
Control down arrow.
No, control space bar. If you don't revise, you tend to forget. Okay. Alt H I. Yes. So before people can see what is happening, it's already done. So you should be that fast in Excel. And don't आज ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि आपको रात को नींद ही नहीं आए कि ये क्या सेशन हमने अटेंड कर लिया, हमें तो कुछ आता ही नहीं है. This is my 10 years of experience that I've had with Excel. So do not compare my speed, my knowledge, my efficiency. You might be efficient at your work area. ठीक है, हो सकता है आपका कुछ पर्टिकुलर आप में बहुत अच्छी चीज हो, बट मेरे साथ जो ये है कि आई लव एक्सेल एंड आई वर्क ऑन एक्सेल, और जो मुझे आता है ना, दैट इज ओनली 1% what is there to learn. So I'm learning by teaching. ठीक है, so that is my passion that I'm doing. So this is how we have this. Now we will do something with this data. Okay, so I am going to conditional formatting and highlight cell rules and date occurring. Okay, now you want to see today and okay. So I've selected the data and I say conditional formatting and I say date occurring today, but it is not showing me today. Now I know people know the answer why it is not, and I know Shweta knows the answer, but before Shweta gives me the answer, can anyone tell me why it is not giving us the proper result that it
Format is
exactly? So one thing that you should all know with dates, okay, you might have gone to different dates with different people, but when it comes to dating Excel, using dates in Excel, so you should be very particular about the format. ठीक है, तो फॉर्मेट कैसे, ऐसे कि जब हम यहाँ पर जो आपको नीचे टाइम दिख रहा है उसके नीचे डेट दिख रही है साथ में. ठीक है, सो दिस डेट format is my system date format. Okay, so my Excel understand only this format. So when I type year, month and date, this is a date for Excel. Okay, and how do you insert a date in Excel? There's a formula, do you know? Hello. Today is the formula to insert the date, today's date, and now is the formula to insert the time right now, date along with time. तो ये दो चीजें आपने आज शायद नहीं सीखी होंगी, एक तो टुडे और एक नाउ, और उसी के साथ में हम एक शॉर्टकट की भी आपको सिखा के जाएंगे आज, दैट इज कंट्रोल एंड which key I press with control? Colon. Very good, Shweta, I'm proud of you. तो श्वेता ने बिल्कुल सही जवाब दिया है, कंट्रोल प्लस कोलन, सेमी कोलन और कोलन.
सर एक से टाइम आता है और एक से डेट आता है, तो
थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन हो गया, बट
हाँ।
ठीक है, चलता है इतना. तो कंट्रोल शिफ्ट और कोलन, इससे टाइम आता है. ठीक है, सो कंट्रोल एंड सेमी कोलन गिव्स यू डेट, and control shift and semicolon is basically a colon. So जब हमें कोलन दबाना है तो हमें शिफ्ट दबाना ही पड़ेगा कंट्रोल के साथ में, तभी वो कोलन आएगा. So that will give you a date and time. These are two shortcut keys to insert date and time in the cell, and it copies the date and time from your system date and time. जो सिस्टम में डेट और टाइम है वही आपकी स्क्रीन पे दिखा देगा. ठीक है, अभी क्या प्रॉब्लम हो गया हमारे साथ, ये हो गया है कि ये पर्टिकुलर फॉर्मेट में नहीं है. हाउ डू आई चेंज, कैन आई चेंज द फॉर्मेट ऑफ दिस बाय यूजिंग दिस? कैन वी ट्राई, शैल वी ट्राई? शी वी ट्राइड बट नथिंग हैपेंड. ये करके देखें तो भी नहीं हो रहा है, क्योंकि डेट ही नहीं है ना, ये सब डेट है ही नहीं. ठीक है, नाउ व्हाट आई वांट टू डू इज आई वांट द लास्ट टू डिजिट इन द फर्स्ट. I want the last two digit in the first, क्योंकि 2022 का 22 में उठाना चाहता हूँ. Is there any way I can pick up 22 from the this?
left, right, sorry,
Right, right,
right.
yeah. So you are right. Write is a command to specifically take out, extract any text from the text, whatever alphabets you want. So I want the last two characters from this text. So I've selected this date and I put a comma over here and I'll just writing 2. So it'll give me 22. And what I will do is I will just select the entire row and say Control D. 22 आ गया. अभी लेकिन इसके साथ में मुझे क्या चाहिए, मंथ चाहिए. ठीक है, तो आई विल जस्ट टाइप 11. so but this is not working basically. Why? Because this is a formula and this is, so what I will do is I will use an and symbol to combine both this. So 22 11 and I want this thing in between, slash in between. Okay, and 11. So this is how we are doing something which is new for you all. Okay. Yes. And I forgot to put that this thing.
Slash.
Yeah, slash. See, this is all about creativity. This is all applying your brain to the fullest. Sorry. So, but उतना चलना भी चाहिए. होता सबके पास है लेकिन चलाता कोई नहीं. So this is one date and there is one problem here. We need to put a 0. ठीक है, अब हम क्या करेंगे, इसको कॉपी कर लेंगे. Yeah, and instead of this 3, I can just change it to any number that I want. I should be careful. I can change even this 11 to 10, and I will not do it manually. I'll teach you one more thing, that is Control H. What is Control H? Control H is the shortcut key to find and replace. So I want to find this 11. I want to replace it with 9. And wherever you will see 11 in this, it will get replaced by 9. And I'll say replace all. चलिए जी, तो ये सब हमारे सामने क्या आ गई, डेट्स आ गई हैं. ठीक है, अब हम ये 3 तारीख जो है इसको 5 तारीख बना देते हैं, 7 तारीख बना देते हैं, जो हमारी इच्छा वो बना देते हैं.
सर इससे तो टाइम बहुत वेस्ट होगा ना.
कैसे? अरे ये
इस
तो
तरह से
हाँ
formula
ये
करने से.
हाँ करेक्ट करेक्ट. आई एम जस्ट एक्सप्लेनिंग दिस, मतलब ये करना नहीं था, ये मैंने आपको बता दिया बस. ठीक है, आई वांटेड टू शो ऑफ माय स्किल्स. ओके, सो जस्ट किडिंग. ये इससे टाइम वेस्ट होगा, दैट इज वेरी ट्रू, बट आई वांटेड टू शो ऑल दिस. ठीक है, इसलिए मैंने ऐसा किया. ठीक है, नाउ दिस इज द डेट. ठीक है, सॉरी आई पोस्टेड इट एज अ नंबर बट दिस इज अ डेट. ओके,
सर एक टेक्स्ट करके फॉर्मूला भी होता है ना.
टेक्स्ट वाला क्या?
टेक्स्ट करके भी फॉर्मूला होता है ना, जिससे डेट्स मंथ और ईयर को डिफाइन कर सकते हैं.
नहीं, आई डोंट नो. ऐसा तो टेक्स्ट करके तो फॉर्मूला नहीं होता है. टेक्स्ट कन्वर्ट्स अ वैल्यू और टेक्स्ट इन अ स्पेसिफिक नंबर फॉर्मेट. या सो है, ये वैल्यू को नंबर फॉर्मेट में चेंज करने का है फॉर्मूला. तो जैसे आपका ये लिया आपने और आप फॉर्मेट स्पेसिफाई कर दो. जैसे कि मैं करता हूँ वाई 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 MMDD. Who's this? No, it's not working properly. I will have to just check out this formula. How does it work? But अभी हम एक काम करते हैं, हम इसको थोड़ा सा कंडीशनल फॉर्मेटिंग पे फोकस कर लेते हैं, because that is the topic that is going on right now. So although it says 2022 but वो 1922 हो गया. अभी हम इसको डेट अकरिंग. ठीक है, अब मैं यहाँ पे लिखता हूँ today tomorrow will not give me the answer because it is not what you can say, this is not 1922 का वो हो गया. एक काम करते हैं, हम इसको Control H करके यहाँ पे 1922 I will just type and I will convert it to 2022. So this shows how smart we can be. Okay, and basically now we don't require this, so we'll just delete this and now we will put it over here. Okay, yes. And जैसे ही मैंने यहाँ पे रखा, ये अपने आप ही पिंक कलर में हो गया. Why? Can you tell me why? Why is it so?
Earlier we have formatted that.
Exactly, we had put a format that today. ठीक है, date that occurring. अब मैं यहाँ पे कर देता हूँ लास्ट वीक, ओके, और मे बी आई विल डू a date occurring last month. So you are getting to see that the changes are happening, okay, and maybe we can say नेक्स्ट मंथ तो होगा नहीं, लास्ट मंथ तक ही ऑप्शन है हमारे पास, तो हम वहीं तक ही जा सकते हैं, ठीक है, एंड यू कैन हैव डिफरेंट कलर्स और फॉर्मेट लाइक दैट, बट इट शुड गिव यू मोर दिस थिंग। लास्ट 7 days तो ये दो दिन हाईलाइट हो गए, है ना। इफ यू प्लेस दिस थिंग सम मोर डेट्स like 2022 11 14 if I put, and I will put 22 11 and 10, and if I select this and I say highlight cell rules and date occurring, and maybe next month, next week, दिस वीक ये आ गया, नेक्स्ट वीक करते हैं, तो यू आर गेटिंग टू सी द 10th ऑल्सो, ठीक है। एंड इफ यू सिलेक्ट नेक्स्ट मंथ, देयर इज नो नेक्स्ट मंथ, so it will not give you next month, but yeah, this is how it works. If you select last month, it will give you October. There's no last quarter or last year or something like that, otherwise वो भी आ जाता। last 7 days कर दिया। तो ये these are some conditional formatting tools that I wanted to show you all. It is almost going to be 10:30, 1 hour, so I'll not extend it more. So today what we have seen is just a part of conditional formatting, okay. Tomorrow I'll be teaching like how to highlight the top 10 items, top 10 percentages and all. So suppose, just to give you a highlight of what we'll be doing tomorrow, conditional formatting, and go to top bottom rules and say top 10 items. So if you have a number of series, number in series, and you want to find out what are the top 10 numbers, you want to highlight the top 5 numbers. Maybe there are different salesperson who have different done different sales, okay, so you can give them a number like name like A B C D E F G H I J, okay, so maybe these are salesperson and these are the number of quantities that they have sold, okay, and just to make it look good, Alt H B A, we can put borders, and this we can just align into center, Alt H A C, and we can put a background color over here, so Alt H H, and maybe this one I will say, okay. So these are the salesperson and these are the numbers, different numbers. So this is how you can highlight, okay. Top 10 percentages also if you want to find out, so conditional formatting, top 10 rules, and top 10 percentage. So this will give you top 10 percentage or top 20 you want to find out, so they will calculate the percentage was on total and accordingly will give you the answer, ठीक है। तो ये सब था, उसके बाद और भी चीजें हैं जैसे कलर स्केल है, तो आप ये दिस इज कॉल्ड एज हीट मैप, ठीक है। नाउ व्हाट इज दिस शोइंग, all the green numbers which are in green, that they are the top 10 20 numbers. All the numbers which are in red, they are the bottom 10 numbers, okay. So this is called as a heat map. जैसे स्टॉक का प्राइस होता है, कोई ऊपर जा रहा है नीचे जा रहा है, तो ये आपको पूरा कलर से उन्होंने बाइफर्केशन बताया। दिस इज व्हाट अ कंडीशनल फॉर्मेटिंग कैन डू टू द डेटा। अब
Sir.
आप देखिए जैसे हम ये सेलेक्ट करते हैं, जस्ट लेट मी फिनिश दिस 1 minute, and now I want to show you something great. क्या, so these number are showing कि ये ऊपर जा रहा है, ये नीचे आया है, all these so different things you can do with the data using conditional formatting. Okay, so I'll stop the session over here because otherwise it'll go up side. I don't want it to go. Let me just clear all the rules, clear from the cells. Okay, yeah,
सर
yes.
जैसे अपने अभी डिफाइन किया था कि टॉप 10 व्हाटएवर जो कलर अपन ने डिफाइन किया है, तो वो ऑटो शो कहीं हो सकता है कि अपन ने टॉप 10 का ये नंबर ये कलर है, या फिर अपन को डिफाइन करना पड़ेगा अपन को खुद से ही एक्सेल में?
ऑटोमेटिकली तो कुछ भी नहीं होगा, आपको डिफाइन करना ही पड़ेगा ना। जिससे मैंने ये सेलेक्ट किया।
I want to be a in written, or it automatically is some formula or whatever, some highlights, so that can be possible to define the color. कि like last top 10 numbers are have that color.
Okay,
And
okay. Yeah, so this I will be teaching tomorrow. When you go to this conditional formatting, in this conditional formatting, there is a new rule option. Okay, so you can define कि जो भी values होगी वो किस color से होना चाहिए, 2 color होना चाहिए, 3 color होना चाहिए, and then you can select the colors that you want. Suppose you want a grayish shade, ठीक है, थोड़ा सा dark gray और ऐसा black चाहिए आपको, तो ये भी आप select कर सकते हो. And when you do this, okay, अभी देखो ये पूरा ग्रे स्केल में आ गया. दिस इज व्हाट यू आर आस्किंग.
no,
नो, देन व्हाट यू आर आस्किंग.
मैं ये कहना चाह रही हूँ, जैसे अपन ने टॉप जो 10 आइटम्स थे उसको अपन ने ग्रीन कलर दिया,
हाँ,
वो अपन को जो लेस 5 थे या व्हाटएवर अपन ने जो
वाला
चेंजेस.
कलर आ जाए, हाँ तो वो कर सकते हैं आप. उसके लिए आपको रूल डिफाइन करना पड़ेगा.
एग्जैक्ट.
रूल
हाँ.
में आपको यहाँ पे बताना पड़ेगा, जैसे फॉर्मेट ओनली वैल्यूज आर अबव टॉप 10, और टॉप 10 का क्या फॉर्मेट रखना है. जैसे सब कुछ यहाँ पे जाके हम उसको बोल दें कि इसका कलर मे बी दिस ऑरेंज कलर वी वांट, ठीक है, ओके कर दिया मैंने और ओके कर दिया. सो ये देखो ये यहाँ पे ऑरेंज कलर से आ गया है. तो जो भी टॉप 10 होंगे, वी डिड नॉट सेलेक्ट द एंटायर डेटा. इफ वी सेलेक्ट द डेटा, वी डिफाइन द रूल अकॉर्डिंगली, इट विल फंक्शन एज पर द रूल. जो हम रूल डिफाइन कर रहे हैं उसके अकॉर्डिंग ही चलेगा. हम फॉर्मेटिंग भी डिफाइन कर सकते हैं.
ओके.
एंड देयर आर डिफरेंट ऑप्शंस. बॉर्डर भी है, फिल भी है. आप बैकग्राउंड कलर भी डिसाइड कर सकते हैं कि येलो बैकग्राउंड पे मुझे फॉन्ट कलर ब्लू चाहिए. तो दीज आर डिफरेंट थिंग्स दैट यू कैन डू एंड अकॉर्डिंगली इट विल बी हाईलाइटेड. ये देखिए.
सर इससे आगे का क्वेश्चन है मेरा, जैसे अपन ने यहाँ सेलेक्ट कर लिया कि ये अपना येलो कलर होना चाहिए, ये तो अपन को वापस वहां जाएंगे तभी दिखेगा कि ये इसलिए ये वाला कलर था, कि अपन को इसको अपन को यहीं पे एक्सेल में उसको डिफाइन करना हो
वो
कि अपन.
यहाँ करना, वो आपको यहाँ करना पड़ेगा. उसको बोलते हैं कोटेशंस. मतलब आपको उसके नोटेशंस बनाने पड़ेंगे कि येलो कलर का मतलब क्या होता है, ब्लैक कलर का मतलब क्या होता है. तो वो आपको सेल पे जाके ये कलर देना पड़ेगा. और इसका मतलब होता है टॉप 10 आइटम्स.
यस सर, मैं यही पूछना चाह रही थी कि ये ऑटोमेटिक हो जाएगा, ये लिखना पड़ेगा.
लिखना पड़ेगा, ऑटोमेटिकली नहीं होगा ये, क्योंकि एक्सेल को क्या पता कि आपने क्या डिफाइन किया है, राइट. सो इट
एग्जैक्ट.
यू हैव टू मेंशन दैट फर्स्ट. और आप इसको ऐसे भी कर सकते हो कि ये जो है इसके पीछे ये कलर दे दो, तो इसका मतलब ये है. दीज आर यू कैन से इसको नाम दे सकते हो आप हाईलाइटेड रूल्स, हाईलाइट रूल्स. तो ये रूल्स बन जाएंगे आपके कि ये कलर से ये मतलब है, इसके बाद ये कलर आ गया तो इसका ये मतलब है, एंड सो फोर्थ.
ओके.
Yeah, but this helps in presenting your data in a very decent manner. आप जितनी भी रिपोर्ट्स देखते हैं, एनुअल रिपोर्ट्स होती है जिसमें भी ग्राफ्स हैं, चार्ट्स हैं, डेटा है टेबल्स में, वो सब कंडीशनल फॉर्मेट की हेल्प से ही बनाया जाता है.
राइट.
Okay, so I'm just stopping my screen share, and now we can take a normal Q&A. If someone wants to ask any question, you are open to ask any question. I will just share this file again in the chat box. So now you will have the file which I have worked on. I will be sharing this file in the groups also, where I posted the invite. And one more thing, that tomorrow if you want to join, you can leave a message to me in the chat on my WhatsApp number, and I will talk to you. I will allow you maybe tomorrow also if you want to do this, continue this. So I'm just putting my number in the chat box, and I'm sharing this file again with everyone.
सर टुमारो इज क्लास 6:30 और 9 o'clock.
Okay, so that we will discuss now. एक minute, let me just. Okay, so tomorrow I think we will keep the class at the same time, and yeah, so those who are now my wait, let me just stop the recording now.